Welcome in! It's starting to happen. Over the next few days, it's going to be warmer and warmer and warmer. Next week, it's going to be very nice. So I know we've been through a pretty rough stretch. My friends in Arkansas, I know, have been dealing with a lot of the ice and stuff that we dealt with here in Tennessee a couple weeks ago. Sucks.
Painful.
Painful. But, you know what? Good news right around the corner. So just hang with me a little bit longer. It's a little bit chilly, but just hang with me a little bit longer. It's going to be next week. You're going to be back in the 60s.
Man, I got a little. I unveiled this word a couple weeks ago. I got a little frustrated this morning stepping outside, man. For real, like I was like, I'm sick of this cold, bro. Like I've been my wit's end with it being cold like this. I looked into my weather app and I saw that warm times are ahead. Hopefully, man, for some weeks or some months, man. Hopefully, hopefully this is it, bro. Because I can't deal with this, man.
I'm not gonna say that's the case. No, I don't know that.
If I can get a good 10 days straight of not this, I'd be all right.
I'd agree with that. My hair look like Razor Ramon out here with this one curl, kind of just a little gel, like sitting.
Hey, man.
Hey, man.
Hey, man.
Hey, man.
Yeah, you do got the Razor Ramon going. For sure.
You looking at the bad guy, man? What is this guy? What is this one curl doing? I can't figure out why is it doing that?
No, put it back. Put it back.
Oh, man, put that curl back, man.
You want that back? All right, there you go. There we go. Right there.
Hey, Chico.
That's right. Hey, Chico. Hey.
You want to get in the ring
bad guy,
with the bad guy, man?
The bad guy, man. Let me take my toothpick out here.
Oh, yeah, he throw that toothpick. Brace, you know what, man? There's so many guys, like, this is not Wrestling Thursday, but we just going to carry it over for this first few minutes. There are so many guys who, I don't know, they could have survived in a non-offensive era, man. What would Scott Hall be if he couldn't have been Razor Ramon? Like, if he couldn't have started off his career doing something that offended a huge group of people today?
Well, he was Scott Hall. He was just Scott Hall before Razor Ramon, and he was the Diamond Stud at one point for.
But
WCW.
he had to be Razor Ramon to really take.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying is like he was those things, and that was not so great. And then he was Razor Ramon, and it was fantastic. So I don't know. I don't know what he would have been.
But that's what I'm
saying. The thing is, he's a big dude. He's a good wrestler. So they should have figured something out. But
But here's what I'm saying though. But I'm saying that. But it's not like we're not a few years removed from Rusev, who also was not Russian.
Oh, we're not that long removed from Tony Atlas going with Saba Simba.
I mean, that was in the 80s though.
That's not that far removed. Like we're not that far removed from that. We're not that far removed from who was it? Muhammad, what's his face? That was like just an absolutely insane. Anti.
He was supposed to be like I'm not gonna get into the details, but
yeah. I mean that was horrible. I mean it was horrible. So we're not that far removed from that. Do you know what the deal is? This is the thing with wrestling. It's always been
but like Kofi Kingston, like we were not that far from him.
Wrestling has always been. See, the thing is, wrestling has always been about storytelling, and storytelling is when you're in an arena, and historically, when you're trying to tell stories, not just with words but with actions and stuff, and like costumes and everything else. The easiest way to do it, and the laziest way to do it, is to have people, already have stereotypes about certain types of people. And so you just play on those stereotypes to advance your storyline. It's why there were so many effeminate characters for years, and when people were less like open to gay culture, a lot of anti-gay stuff. You would sort of play on that with like Gorgeous George and like and Adrian Adonis and all these guys. Like that was their way, and every federation had that type of guy. Johnny B. Bad. You can go like every federation had that kind of guy, and that was a trope because they were just playing on people's latent homophobia and all that. Same thing with like their latent racism. Like let's throw in every character had Kamala, the Ugandan giant, and Saba Simba, and whoever else it is.
African guy. What was his name?
The Hakeem, the African Dream.
He was a white guy.
That's right. Slick, the Dr. Style Slick, whose video actually had focuses on his lips and eating chicken. Like, it's the most like racist like if you go back and watch his video, it is just unbelievable racism.
Yeah.
And that was out in the open. Like, that's just what it was.
Basketball with a suit on and all that kind of stuff.
They called him the Jive Soul Bro, and had him eating chicken. Well, it's like, what are we like? This is wow. Like, that's incredibly racist. So, but that's wrestling. Like, wrestling is, they always look for the shortcut. They always try to tell the story the easiest like way that you can tell it, so people don't have to like, it takes time to be more subtle with your storytelling and stuff. They're like, let's just throw out the guy who looks gay, and here's a black guy, we'll put him out, and then there you go. Like, that's just.
And then also the black love machine.
Here's a foreign guy. Here's the Japanese guy. He's sneaky, and he throws powder in people's face, and he's good with the kendo stick, and he does karate. There you go, boom.
The Ancient Orient, yeah.
This from the Ancient Orient. That's right. Here's the South African guy who's dressed up in the apartheid gear and all that. Like
steals and
Hispanic guys, right? That's right. It's all these stereotypes, man. It's here's the farmer who's a big dummy and he's wearing overalls and carrying a bucket of slop and and Irish guy. All of it.
This is kind of left brain thinking I have sometimes. Like, I'm saying that we're far removed from the days where somebody is portraying a different culture that they don't belong to. Like, I'm saying, but what's the difference between that and just like acting?
But overall, you're not saying Razor Ramon was offensive, though, right?
Yeah, it would have been offensive to me.
Yeah, it was a little bit offensive. Like, it wasn't as bad as some of the other characters.
So I kind of let y'all go with
that.
I mean, I thought he was just a
wrestler. He's a white dude from Minnesota who's going like, "Hey, man, Razor Ramon."
He was supposed to be Cuban, right? He was supposed to be Cuban, right?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was like a Tony Montana knockoff.
Like a Tony Montana knockoff. Yeah,
it was a Tony Montana knockoff. Who, by the way, was Al Pacino, not
also a white guy. That's the point I'm trying to make, though.
Italian guy. Like, so I mean,
that's the point I'm trying to make, though. Like, is it even that big of a deal? Because just like in acting, like I watched Bel Air, right? Like, I watched Bel Air.
Big deal. Yeah,
I'm afraid to Google the actors on Bel Air because I'm sure they're going, "Oh, you know, Mike the Bloody." I'm sure they're going to be from England. I'm afraid to find out that everybody I like is some dude from England. And I thought they were.
But I mean, like, English people, they are black English people. Like,
but
who
I'm
have
saying,
English
bro,
accents,
like,
yeah.
When I first heard Idris Elba do that, I was like, wait, man, like, that dude's not a regular brother.
No,
like, I'm afraid to Google.
I don't know why. I don't know why can it seems like English actors, white and black,
are taking over
American accents way better than we can do English accents.
Like,
hello there, my name is Peter.
I'm gonna be Spider-Man.
I'm in the new soccer movie, kicking around. Let's go. Like, it doesn't work. They're like, what a terrible accent.
Yeah,
but then this guy comes over here and he sounds like perfect. Like, he does like a regional. He's like, okay, here's my southern accent. Okay, here's my Boston accent. Here's my northeast. Here's New York. Like, what are you doing, man?
Yep.
Anyway, the point is, people. It's all about stereotypes, man. Wrestling is the most stereotypical. Like, it was. It's. If you go back and watch it, oh my God, like. I tell people I've got a whole bunch of old Memphis wrestling, like the actual like full episodes that got them on tape. You can also see some of them on YouTube, I think. Mm-hmm. I've got some of them on tape. You go back and watch those, and it's like it takes you about 10, 15 minutes to find something that's just deeply offensive now that you could not ever do. It won't take you long at all to find something. You're like, oh, nope, can't do that anymore. Nope, couldn't do that anymore. No, that character's can't be having this guy.
This is an interesting conversation because I'm totally off the whole thing of guys playing a race that they're not anymore because that's what people do all the time.
Well, I just want to say,
like, that doesn't bother you, is what you're saying?
It shouldn't bother me.
Or,
I've got that revelation. Like, I've talked myself out of thinking that's offensive, and it's not. It's no different than somebody doing it in a TV show or a movie.
Because somebody had to write it and think about it.
When I watched X-Men, the one that had God dog, man, help me out. The one that had the Apocalypse in it. The guy from the Egyptian dude that was like the original movie.
Oh, yeah.
I was howling feeling like, okay, bro, all y'all supposed to be black. Like, everybody in this movie is supposed to be black right now. It was everybody was white except for Storm. Like, all right, how'd she get here then? Like, she was the only one that was casted correctly. Like,
but the thing is that from a there's a couple things. I see what you're saying. Like, there's certain. I think there's certain times when it's okay, But number one, there have been tons of it's not as if white actors and actresses have had any issue getting cast in roles, but actors and actresses of other races and other ethnicities have often had difficulty getting cast in other roles. Number two, it doesn't work the other way around. If I'm white and I put enough makeup on or whatever and tan my face down, I could play maybe somebody who's Hispanic or what. You can But if you if you can't go the other way, you lighten up your skin, you look like Marlon Wayans in White Girls. Like that doesn't work. You can't go white face that doesn't work that way. So that's an unfair advantage. It doesn't. You can't play it both ways. Like. And
you can clearly tell.
I think
it's obvious. Like it's obvious. You can tell.
Sir.
I think as long as you're accepting the original culture or race of the character, you're fine. Like regardless of who's playing it. But if you're just totally like whitewashing it, that's an issue.
I mean, yeah, I think there's even within the what you're talking about. Like there's ways to do it with. Even if a white actor or actress is playing a different race, like there's ways to do that with care and.
Right.
Class as opposed to like, just some minstrel show, but like that's not, it's still
to
me. It doesn't.
Soul Man with the blackface.
Yeah, I'm not saying every single character should be played only by people that are that thing. Like there's a level of acting or whatever involved, but I also think that we kind of have to do a better job of involving, those that have not had a chance to do that before. And again, like I said, it's one of the built-in advantages of being white is that you can play, you have more of a ability to darken your skin and do that stuff, and people are more willing to try that than they are the other way around, like lighten your skin and pass for I don't off the top of my head I'm trying to think of too many roles where I've seen black actors and actresses pass as like a lighter skinned character. You don't see too much of that, so But we come a long way. Back in the old days, back in the 15, 1600s, it was all men. Men played the part of women. Men played everything. So it's only white men. That was it.
Darren, you supposed to have that music.
You had a woman. You had a woman in your cast.
Yeah, you supposed to have that.
Throw a wig on.
Black History Month. You tripping? This is the last show of Black History Month, man. You got to just.
No, I was actually in here having a moment. Two of my favorite people on the camera, and two of my favorite people right behind me. So I'm here like a little child listening to y'all.
You just got all your heroes.
All my
heroes.
Not the
last. It's not. We got Mondays. Monday's still Black History.
Monday's what? The 28th.
Yeah. 28th. Yeah.
But I don't think I have another moment like that.
Don't discount the
I had two genuine conversations going on.
Peter,
one in front of me,
take
one
Monday
behind
off, Peter. We're going to have this show for me Black
Monday again?
Black Monday, man.
No.
Take Monday off, man. We're going to have this show.
You don't have to ask me twice.
Oh, hey, for real. Take it off, man.
Well, come in here like white chicks. Come in like as one part of the white chicks.
Peter coming in with blackface.
coming in like Ted Danson. Hey guys.
Like Roddy Piper. Rowdy Piper.
Oh yeah, the half black.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah. This man dressed in half black body, not black face, black body. His entire body, head to toe, half of it was in WrestleMania 6, like one of the biggest shows in front of 70,000 people, and everybody's like, "Oh, great, that's a great idea."
Yeah, somebody signed off on that, man.
Lots of people. I mean, it took an army to paint him that black. He can't do that himself. Come on, man. And he was black. He was black. Like
there was music in there.
Oh, okay, I got you, baby. I didn't know that.
We have a historical.
I thought you wanted that posthumous.
So my plan for blackface was that's not a great idea for Monday.
No, don't do it.
Just
afro your hair out, man.
See, hey, it's called feedback. It's getting good feedback.
Yeah.
You just
put your dashiki in.
Like what Tyrese Halliburton's
Tyrese Halliburton's mama had him. Yeah, man, it's Black History Month, man. We're showing love out here, man.
Did you see that adult film star who she was pulling a Rachel Dolezal?
I ain't seen that one.
She had her braids tight little braid, all this.
Yeah.
And she's
give white face a different meaning. You know what I mean? You say you'll drink the devil, though.
Yeah, I mean, no. Well, I mean,
not that one, but yeah,
sure, not exactly. All right, so this is how we celebrate Black History Month. Oh man, how's Black History Month been for you guys, by the way?
Man, just too many distractions.
It's been good for me.
Got world wars going on out here. Y'all can start that Tuesday. Y'all can do all that
not
too,
good.
man. Come on now.
Yeah, that's not good.
Grizz is losing.
We got Vladimir Putin out here. Yeah,
Just cutting up out here, man.
I know. That's no way to observe Black history.
Hey, Juwan Howard slapping people, man. Hey,
Penny Hardaway celebrated Black History Month with a win, though. That's,
you kind of got to put Juwan Howard in the Black Hall of Fame, though, for real.
Already?
Man, slapped the white man on the clock.
Well, okay, you're talking from a coaching standpoint because he should be from the Fab Five already.
How many black people you know at work slapped the white guy and still working?
I worked in restaurants before. You wouldn't believe how many times I've.
You slapped the white man before?
Well, no, not me. Being the manager, I mean, you see server versus server. You see those cooks. You put the wrong two cooks in the back. Only one is walking out. I stretched them out. Like,
yeah, you see a guy get slapped.
Yeah, I've seen quite a few stuff in the restaurant world.
I'm sorry, but that was the first time I've ever watched national television and saw a white man get slapped and the brother didn't get fired. That's a historical moment of silence, bro. That's shout out, man. No, give me some claps, man. Do your little applause button, man. That's for real.
Oh, no.
In what world is that a real thing? Shout out to the Memphis Grizzlies in association with the Fab Five. Salute Juwan Howard, the first brother to slap a white man on the clock and keep his job.
On the clock.
On the clock. We salute you today, Juwan Howard. There you go. Salute him today, man. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. What's going on with the Grizzlies, though, man? Hey, what's going on, man? Like,
I got a lot of questions about last night. We got a lot of questions about last night. A lot of questions. We're going to talk to our buddy. I think we're going to try to talk to Adam Kramer. We've had some troubles linking up with Kramer. We're going to try to see if we can link up with him.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we can today. Talk. We have a ton of college football that we've kind of put on the back burner because of all the other stuff that's been going on. But talk about playoffs and coaching and everything else. And we're going to talk with Kari Thompson coming up as well.
Yeah,
as
a lot
we
of stuff to talk to
do the
Kari.
HBCU segment.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if ending Black History Month by hiring Art Briles to a HBCU is a great look.
They are killing Hugh Jackson this morning.
Hugh Jackson.
Someone brought up Eddie Robinson. He's rolling over in his grave. I'm like,
I know. Yeah, I can't. Eddie Robinson. It's Grambling State, the legend. Doug Williams go beat somebody's ass over there.
It does seem like backwards progression, man, for sure.
Man, it's because
I heard you saying this yesterday. I couldn't really process what you were saying, man. Something ain't right with the chemical balance in my brain, man. I ain't been processing stuff right lately. Well, y'all get quiet when I said that, man.
You need a hug, man. we give you your space so you don't have to put a lid on your bucket.
I just pulled for you. Man.
Yeah, I got it, though. That is a wild story.
I'm just out here pulling for you.
But, I mean, if you need some words of encouragement, we can always do that for you.
Mm-hmm.
Get dope out your vein and hope in your brain.
You'll never
get nowhere smoking the pipe.
Nope.
Tell somebody
Tell somebody that.
Up from
Get
the
it close
world.
to God. Get it close to God.
Man, I remember as a kid, my dad, because when James Salton passed away, like his wife took over the church, right?
Shout out to you for knowing his name. Yes, sir. Look at you.
His wife took over my dad was a pastor, too.
For real?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man.
My dad used to talk about, like, how good-looking his wife was. I'm like, Dad, what are you talking about? Like,
Yeah, your dad was a pastor.
this woman's grieving, first of all. But anyway, man, I didn't see what he saw. And not to say that she's not an attractive lady, but my dad used to be like going ham about James Salton's divorce.
That used to always be one of my trivia questions. When you bring that up, everyone knows it, but nobody knows who
His
it
name?
is.
Yeah, James Salton.
Yep, there you go. Brother James
Tell
Salton.
somebody that.
Tell somebody.
Never actually saw his church service, but I've seen the commercial is super famous. Never actually saw
because
it.
that commercial used to play then. Get up. I just want a drink of water. That little commercial.
Oh, yeah,
They used to run back and back.
Get out.
Oh man, it's incredible. I must have seen that ad. Man, so there's about 5 church ads that if you just play any of them, it immediately starts flooding back. The memories just immediately start flooding back. It's crazy. So hopefully we come back. Hopefully we'll talk to our buddy Adam Kramer. We're going to talk Grizzlies Tigers, a nice win, important win, big second half for the Tigers. And really kind of started towards the end of the first half, down 8, looking rough, foul trouble, everything else. And Penny decided, I need to just play the guys that are good. Huh, that's interesting. That could work.
Yeah. It works wonders, man.
It's amazing. It's amazing how that works sometimes.
Keith Mercer says, you ain't right, Sain. I'm sure it ain't the first time a black man has slapped a white man. It's happened plenty of times. But we've never got out scot-free before.
I don't think he got off. Oh, he got scot-free, but he got off.
Peter, come on, man.
He didn't lose his job. I mean, he's paying he's got like $130,000 fine.
He ain't messed about it.
I mean, that ain't nothing though. That's what I'm saying. That's still not nothing.
Straight cash. You pay that straight cash, man.
That's fine. I mean, I know he's capable. He's got plenty of money. Juwan Howard signed, 9-figure contracts.
We've just seen that go wrong.
I'm just saying, I'm just saying that ain't nothing. If he thinks it is, then I'll happily accept, a donation to my church here. We'll go from there. If he wants to tithe some of that, I'm happy to be part of that whole situation. When we come back, we'll talk to Adam Kramer when we return. Hopefully, like I said, fingers crossed. Real Sports Talk Sports 56.98.5.
Brett Norsworthy and Gabe Kuhn drive you home with Sports Time on Sports 56. Brought to you by DeSoto Auto Sales. Weekday afternoons from 3 to 6 right here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Get in the swing of things. Grab your friends, your clients, your employees, and go enjoy everything you love about Topgolf in a luxury suite while at Memphis' only Topgolf Swing Suite at Erling Jensen's Small Bites. Topgolf Swing Suite is an immersive social experience offering guests a luxury private lounge to enjoy Erling Jensen's extraordinary food and beverage service, all while playing a selection of games in a one-of-a-kind simulation day. Topgolf Swing Suites are great for workoutings, celebrations, or just getting together. It's fun for the whole family. It's fun for golfers and non-golfers alike. They have more than just golf. They have soccer, baseball, zombie dodgeball, football, and more. Located at 5069 Sainterland, adjacent to the Doubletree East Memphis. Check us out at swingsuitememphis.com or call us at 901-58-SWING. Again, that's 901-58-SWING at Memphis' only Topgolf Swing Suite at Erling Jensen's Small Bites. Book your suite today.
The Family Leisure family is growing, and they want you to help them grow even more. Family Leisure is now hiring for multiple positions. They're looking for self-motivated, goal-oriented people to come and join their family. Some of the positions include sales for swimming pools, hot tubs, and patio furniture. There's sales and associates for chemicals. Parts and service department associates are needed. Service technicians, you got to have a valid driver's license, and cashiers are needed too. Family Leisure is also looking to add to their installation crews for building above-ground pools. Send your resume to Family Leisure now, 2120 Whitten Road, Memphis, Tennessee, 38133, or email memphis@familyleisure.com. You can also call 901-371-9090. So come and join the family at Family Leisure, Whitten Road at I-40, where family and fun and you all come together.
Hey, Mid-South, get ready to ride at Gossett Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat on the Pike with the President's Day sales event. You want 2021 Jeep Renegade Latitude? We Gossett $359 a month. How about the Muscle Masterpiece 2021 Dodge Challenger GT, only $529 a month. And Ram 1500 Express Quad Cab 4x2 returns for 2022, and we Gossett at $559 a month. Come see us trade up, and we'll give you more for your ride at Gossett Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat. So drive past the rest and come for our best, or shop online anytime at GossettMotorCars.net.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motorcars.
All 75 at 3.99, 3,500 down. Must finance through Chrysler. Chrysler Capital Bonus Cash 500. Renegade MPN 271.83. MSRP 28.5. Challenger MH66 5256. MSRP 37.475. Ram NS 148 241. MSRP 38.930. Includes all rebates and incentives. PF 695. Excludes tax title and license with approved credit. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 2/28/22. Dealer stock only.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Nothing's worse than starting trouble. Well, we can help you out. We can start with a free battery test. That way, we'll know if your battery is causing the issue. It could be your starter, it could be your alternator, and you don't want to waste money on the wrong fix. And if you do need a new battery, we've got you covered with a wide selection of replacement batteries. That's what makes us America's #1 battery destination. Claim based on data from the NPD Group 2020.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Hewlett & Dunn Boot and Clothing Company, we have it all. From handmade Amish leather belts, fine and casual clothing, boots, casual boots, work boots, fancy boots, and even safety-toed boots. Lots of cowboy hats to choose from, even Nebo lights, Orco hard coolers, good-looking duck head dress shirts, duck head caps, shorts, and pants. Tons of jeans from Ariat, Wrangler, Devil Dog, and Kimes Ranch jeans. At Hewlett & Dunn, we have a great selection of Old South t-shirts and caps. Fine clothing from dress to casual to Sunday best. Enjoy choosing from UFO's orthopedic-approved shoes. Hewlett & Dunn Boot and Clothing Company. Boots of every size, every color, every skin. Great quality Western, work, and safety toe boots. Hewlett & Dunn Boots and Clothing Company. 111 North Center Street, Collierville. Hewlett & Dunn. Hewlett & Dunn, serving you and your family since 1961.
If you want to make money in sales, Flynn Broadcasting wants you. If you can sell, Flynn Broadcasting has a great career waiting for you. If you can sell, we have great benefits, salary, commission, sales leads, and a great place to work. If you can sell, let us know today. Send your resume to jobs@flynn.com. Can everyone sell? No. But if you can, Flynn Broadcasting wants you. Apply today at jobs@flynn.com. Start your great career today at jobs@flynn.com. Flynn Broadcasting wants you.
Now, back to Sports 56 Grind Time. Here once again are Peter Edmiston and Anthony Sain.
Peter, I was at Gabe's Taekwondo yesterday, and his master, his sensei, plays like music, like to set the mood, right?
Yep.
And
I like that.
You know, Jason Smith his kid is in there, so we're sitting right beside each other, and we never pay attention to the music. But this particular day, I was like, wait, man, it's like some. It was like he was playing like some Quiet Storm type stuff, but it fit the vibe or whatever, but it wasn't like the typical music he plays. It was like 80s. What's the word? Is it not yacht rock? What is it? Like Quiet Storm type. It was stuff we would play on Tuesday, but it kind of slid. Yeah, it was part of his little martial arts mix that he plays.
What would have happened if he went New Jack Swing with a whole bunch of Teddy Riley?
Nah, that would have stuck out a little bit more. You know what? I'm gonna tell you exactly what the song was. Hold on. It was on my own bonus track from Rogue Dynamo. What's the name of the song?
Ooh. For 200 points, what's the name of this song?
Don't know.
Come on, Pete. I dug deep today. I've been digging deep today.
Music, I ain't gonna lie to you.
I know. I've been throwing y'all softballs. I've been waiting on today.
I see a dude with a keyboard guitar playing this.
Guitar.
Yeah, guitar. This is the horrible.
This is the deal. I surrender.
Oh yeah, the deal. That's right. Yeah. I used to like. Oh, I met my baby in the bing bing. Shoot 'em up movies.
Man.
Time after time.
Play a slow song. Get in there in an orange Fago.
Hey, play that
next.
Man.
Mood.
Play that song next. Man.
What was it?
I mean,
what you saying? What you saying?
Oh, that's not what the.
Oh, all right. It's going 90 songs, goddamn.
Met my baby in
Is it about a deal?
Bang, bang. Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Shared our popcorn. We shared a kiss. And she whispered, I love you. To my surprise. Y'all know about it.
2 occasions?
No.
That's not what you're doing. Right?
No, that's the deal. I only think of you.
They song that right there, too, though. They song Shoot 'em Up Movies.
Oh, do they? Oh, well, there you go.
I think it's called Shoot 'em Up Movies. I don't know.
You are correct, good sir.
Thanks,
Watch
man.
this.
Yeah, play that joint, too. Yeah, y'all know about that.
Yeah, that sound that way.
I mean, it ain't funky, but
nah, we'll say that for
sexy.
another occasion.
That's sexy Monday.
Y'all know what today Friday is. It's Finesse Friday. I don't know what y'all thought it was gonna be when you tuned in.
What's that? Finesse day and night.
What y'all know about this? No. I can tell you how I feel about you night and day. Miss Carolyn, put you on there, Peter?
I'll be sure. Yeah,
little shame. If the Tigers can win 2 more times.
I was a little boy, and I love him dearly.
Come on now.
He's a very special man. Reverend Brown.
Y'all know about it. If the Tigers win 2 more times, I can tell.
So we've been trying to effort our friend Adam Kramer, and so far.
But in his absence.
This cat says if the Tigers win 2 more times.
If they don't let us in, the selection committee is blind. I can tell you. Woo! What kind of tournament are we in?
With the echo on the back. Look at you.
Y'all don't understand, man.
And then for the second half, the Tigers will have.
We don't need any money, base. I can tell you.
We only need 6 players.
Oh man! Hey, bro, by golly, I think those guys about to get into the tournament, Peter.
Well, they're moving. I mean, they continue to be right. That was a situation last night where it was just a must not lose.
Yeah, just don't lose.
So and they didn't, and they covered, which is good teams win, great teams cover. All that is true. They won comfortably. It didn't look that way for a while, but maybe this is the time when Penny he's learned. Maybe this is the learning process that he needed. Maybe he's going to be able to say, you know what, I don't need to play 11 guys. I don't need to go this deep. Maybe if guys get 2 fouls, maybe I don't automatically have to bench them. Maybe I can do something different. There's these lessons that I felt like we probably should have learned. Hey man, you know what? Better late than never is all I can say. So like that's cool. And once he kind of, because you could tell there was absolutely nothing that Temple could do with Jalen Duren. Zero, nothing. That had no chance, no nothing. Was never ever going to do anything with him. Never going to happen. So. Okay, great. And the fact is that they did what they had to do in taking advantage of that matchup. The right thing to do. And it was a logical game. And I've been talking about that. I said yesterday I was less concerned about the outcome and more concerned about how they played and what were they doing. And for the first 12 minutes or so, I was a little bit concerned because outside of the stuff going to going to Jalen Duren, it was a little iffy, and then you had some foul trouble, and you think, okay, but Penny down 8 just didn't look right, didn't feel right. Man, finally just said, hey, look, screw this, let's just do this the right way, and from that point on, it was all Memphis. It was 40. I think. I'm trying to think what the score was 25-17 with about 7 minutes left to play. And, from that point on, Tigers outscored them 61-39. So there you go. That's the way you're supposed to do it.
And the thing is, man, with all the things that we joke about, we've gotten our jokes off about this season. That's been our way of that's been the stage of grief that we've liked to sit in, comedy. We've liked to laugh through the pain. When it comes
gallows humor. You call it gallows humor.
So with all the jokes we've gotten off about this season, when you look at the totality of the season, with all the stuff that they've gone through, with all the mistakes things that we clowned about, there's really not much Penny would really have to change or could have did different this year for this to be a totally different season. You know what I mean? They're still one of the more talented teams, not just in this conference, but in the country. If these guys get it going, man, they seem to be getting, you know what I mean? They had that tough, crazy loss at SMU. Hopefully they can, win the games they need to win. I think they're going to win out. I think they're going to beat Houston at home. I think they'll have enough momentum. They've had enough time to kind of get this thing going. They've had another powwow They had another, players only, whatever type of meeting they had. So, you know what I mean? Like you said, they had a tough. They came out. Things were looking right in the first half. They tightened it up. They got the win. They couldn't afford to lose last night. They got a couple more easy games. Well, respect being, pretty much by all comparison, easy games. Then you got Houston, but it's a good vibe over there, man. And it looks like after all this stuff that's happened, they're still going. Looks like they're still in position to still get into the tournament. So,
well, again, my concern is always like I don't know, why it takes so long to sort this stuff out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, it's just Jalen Duren. I understand that you have some foul issues that crop up here and there, but man, Temple for whatever reason just really didn't decide that they wanted to sell out on trying to stop Jalen Duren. And so, he ended up in a often one-on-one, and it just wasn't going to work out. There's nobody that they had that could check him. And so, sometimes they'd run him as a screener and pick and roll, or sometimes they'd run him with some dribble handoff stuff. But, like, for the most part, it's just, hey, just let Jalen Duren do stuff. Just let him just throw the ball up. Let Tyler Harris or Alex Lomax throw the ball up and let him go and slam it. And once they kind of, early in the game, he scored 9 points in like the first 7-8 minutes, and then it took a while to get back to that because of fouls and because of lack of rhythm or whatever. But Penny, the thing is, we talked about this before. Coaches deciding to foul out their own players drives me crazy.
Yep.
Like, guys got 2 fouls with 7 minutes left. Look, you got to at some point you have to trust that player to play, especially when these guys you've developed a rotation, pretty much 6-7 guys that you can trust, and that's it. So if you take those guys out, and you go down 8-10 points. Well, like, I mean, what's the difference between that and those guys actually fouling out of the game? Like, you're already down. You've already lost. I mean, so that's one of the sillier things to me is seeing guys who come in and sit a guy for 10, 15 minutes. Well, what the hell was that? Like, you sat a guy, like you're not using them anyway. So that's frustrating. Right. And I was happy that Penny went back in spite of the foul trouble on his bigs and just went ahead in the first half and said, look, we gotta shake things up a little bit, and he did.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that either. I get super frustrated with that on the Grizzlies side when Jaren ends the game with 5 fouls on the bench. Like, okay.
Or 4. He's into the game with 4. Like, what?
What are you doing, man? Like, if you fouled him out.
You don't carry those things over. What are you talking about?
The other team if you're doing it. You know what I mean? So
yeah, stupid.
Yeah, I don't.
Because, I mean, like, again, Jalen Duren, last night, 7 of 12, with he was huge. Big, strong dude, 22 points, was just physically dominant, 3 steals, 3 blocks, was all over the place. I mean, it was a really key guy, and he had to be out there. He played 34 minutes, which that's a big total for him. That's what he's going to have to play from here on out. I mean, he played the most minutes. Look at the minutes of guys, and in the first half again. Penny he just can't leave well enough alone.
Mm-hmm.
But, you look at the rotation, and it was Landers Nolly, Lester Quinones, DeAndre Williams, 29 minutes each, Lomax, 28, Duren, 34, Tyler Harris, 23. Those are the 6. And then you could throw in, Minot, Jaden Hardaway, Earl Timberlake had their 8-minute cameos. And I think, Minot for sure is better than that. But you know what? It is what it is right now. And, That's what's worked in that going with 6, especially when you get into these we've talked about it before, but these conference tournaments, and especially the NCAA tournament. If you make it that far, there are massive breaks in the action. You don't really have to worry too much about guys getting gassed,
right?
Because you're going to have
tons
2.5 minute
timeouts
breaks, TV timeouts. It's not as big of a factor. So you can go with just 6 as long as guys can stay on the floor and not get into foul trouble. I think that's what he's going to have to do. I don't know what it's going to take for Penny to kind of realize that, but that's what he's going to have to do.
Yeah, he might have to leave some guys in Memphis, man. You know what I mean? If you make it
you're going to have it's going to be a tough conversation.
Yeah,
but he claimed that he's going to do that before, right?
Yeah. He has.
At the beginning of the year, didn't he say, like, I'm going to be the a-hole here? I'm gonna have, you're going to have to do that.
You actually have to do that. This team can go. This team can go far, man. Like, I know he has this strength and numbers thing he's saying, but that's cool. But, man, when it comes down to it, you got to ride with your horses, man. You got to go with the guys who are ready for the fight. You remember the beginning of the season when we first had Steven Johnson from the Daily Memphian on and doing the preseason game, and I was at the preseason game. I said, man, I don't like what they're doing with DeAndre Williams. Like, it's like they're trying to make him a wing or something. Like, they're not – like, Memphis is their best, but that dude's just in the post being a wild man. And, like, it's like they're getting away from it. And that was the precursor to what we saw the entire season. And now Penny's going back to, the old way he used to use him and also using Duran. And they've been fantastic together. That combination has been incredible. But I just hope he stays to that, man, and then veer off and feel like I got to play 30 guys or, all these kind of things. So it's just, it's right there. Like, it's right there. You can go out there and get into the tournament, and they're a team that can make some noise. If Memphis is one of those teams that if you don't have time to really really like scout them and game plan for them, they can be a problem. You know what I mean? So let's see what happens. They've got it. They've got everything right there in front of them.
There's no doubt they can be a problem, but will they be? That's the thing. They've kind of gotten in their own way so often. So if they can just get out of their own way and just go and play and do the stuff that they know they can do, and if Penny can just kind of get out of his own way and let them do the things they need to do, hey man, go for it. That's that they are in terms of pure like talent, the top, let's say 6 or 7 guys. Memphis is the best team in the conference for sure.
Without a doubt.
Better than Houston, better than anybody else.
Yep.
But sometimes you go past that, or sometimes those guys can't play or whatever, and then you have yourself a little bit of an issue there for sure. But I mean, in terms of like the whole country, those top guys for the Tigers they'd be up there. So just keep those guys on the floor as much as possible. That to me should be your number one thing as a coach. Like, how do I keep these guys on the floor as much as possible? And anything that I do needs to kind of be in that neighborhood. That's that's kind of what it needs to be.
Pull up the roster, Peter. I'm going to give you a second to pull up the roster. I don't want you to get this off the top of your head. I want you to actually be looking at
I got it right here.
The Tiger roster. All right.
I got it right
B.
here.
Penny Hardaway. Give me your 8. Give me your 7. Give me your 6.
I mean, the 6 should be the starting lineup.
What's the starting lineup?
Well, no, I mean the starting lineup of Duran. So Nolly, Lomax. Again, Lomax is. I think at this point you got to go with him. I think he has some issues or whatever, but you got to go with him. Lomax, Lester, DeAndre Williams, Jalen Duran, Landers Nolly. That's your starting 5, with Tyler Harris playing a pretty sizable role as a ball handler. To spell Lomax or give it sort of a different look, and he's hit big shots throughout the course of the year. Then Minot, I would play. I mean, I'd play him more than Penny does as my 7th guy, and then maybe match up Earl Timberlake maybe for some physicality and defense, that kind of thing. But that's about it. Then I wouldn't.
Any notable names not making the cut?
I mean, does Jaden Hardaway count?
No.
Chandler Lawson, Imani Bates. Those are the
Malcolm Dandridge.
Malcolm Dandridge. Yep, Malcolm Dandridge doesn't make the cut.
Let me recap what you said. You said Timberlake, Duran, Landers.
No, I said I would play the majority. The big 6 is Duran, DeAndre Williams, with Nolly, Quinones as your wings, Lomax, point guard, Tyler Harris, and then Minot as kind of your 7th
man,
like floating kind of guy.
Yeah,
and then beyond that, and Timberlake maybe as a specific size / physicality kind of guy.
Yeah,
but that's about it.
I promise. That's how I run it. I promise you.
And then I would say so. Imani, it's been too long. You can't. That's over and done with at this point. Even if he's physically capable, it's been too long. I don't need Jaden Hardaway. I don't need Chandler Lawson. I don't need Malcolm Dandridge it's just not. There's too much instability and no. I'm good. I'd go with those mostly 7 and maybe 8, but that's pretty much it. So there you go.
Let's get it. Let's go get this national championship.
Let's go get this championship.
Why not?
When we come back, we'll talk about the Grizzlies trying to get their championship. A little bit of a potential
making me frustrated.
Bump in the road last night. Frustrated. Anthony Sain. When we return here, Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 98.5.
The all-new Sports 56 Mornings with Greg Gaston and Eli Savoy. Brought to you by Action 24/7, James Gaddis Jewelers, and Acura of Memphis. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10 right here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Welcome to Triumph Auto Sales, where you'll have a great car buying experience. Triumph Auto Sales is your #1 source of quality pre-owned vehicles ranging from lease returns to new car trades, all at huge savings. Plus, Triumph has a full array of financing options to meet your needs. Find your next car online at triumphautosales.com or stop in today at 4875 Elmore Road. Triumph Auto Sales will help you get the vehicle you want at the price you need and the service you deserve. For a great car and a great experience from a local and family-owned business, visit Triumph Auto Sales.
At Jason's Deli, when you're dining in or picking up curbside, you can expect wholesome food and no surprises, just delicious sandwiches, crisp salads, and quick quality meals made with the freshest ingredients and no artificial trans fats, MSG, high fructose corn syrup, or artificial colors and dyes. Around here, a lot of thought goes into what we put into our food and what we take out of it, because you're not just taking a bite, you're getting a taste of who we are. New items are constantly being created to expand our menu for all tastes and special diets with vegan and gluten-free options available. Convenience and on-time delivery you can count on. It's just a click away at jasonsdeli.com, so whether you need to feed 5 people or 5,000, the team at Jason's Deli, they have the credentials and the commitment to keep you satisfied. Freshness is nearby at Jason's Deli with locations at Ridgeway in the Park Place Center, Poplar and Highland, Germantown Road in Cordova, and on Goodman Road in Olive Branch. Jason's Deli. It's wholesome food and no surprises.
Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
I'm Brian Elder. There are a lot of ways to ruin your roof. Probably none worse than ice and snow. Google the term ice dam, and you'll understand that standing snow and ice can destroy your home's interior. Call me, 867-0303. Damaged ceilings or interior? It's time to call Brian Elder Roofing, 867-0303. We're a platinum preferred contractor with Owens Corning, so we've been vetted and trained by the best. You've known the name for years. Call me before you call your insurance company. We won't try to sell you a new roof if you don't need one. We'll measure your roof from outer space. Call me, 867-0303 or BrianElderRoofing.com.
Call 867-0303. Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
Choate's Air Conditioning, Heating, and Plumbing is now currently hiring all positions. If you're ready to take your career to the next level, please apply today. Choate's is offering huge sign-on bonuses to seasoned technicians, plumbers, installers, and air duct cleaners. At Choate's Air Conditioning, Heating, and Plumbing, we offer a career, not just a job, by putting you in a paid training program to develop your technical and customer service skills to best serve our customers. Choate's offers top pay in the Mid-South, weekly pay, paid vacation and holidays, company matching retirement account, health, dental, vision, and life insurance, and Christmas, Thanksgiving, and birthday bonuses. If this sounds like an exciting opportunity for you, then we should talk. So call us at 347-8086 or apply online at ChoatesHVAC.com under the careers link. Come, join our family.
Mount Moriah Auto Sales. What sets them apart? Great selection, quality, high-end to low-end cars, and low mileage. Mount Moriah Auto Sales is under new management. Ask for Emmett or Steven. Check out their great selection of cars or trucks. Choose from Dodges, Jeeps, Fords, GMCs, Infinitis, Porsches, Range Rovers, Lexus, Mercedes, BMWs, even Bentleys. Mount Moriah Auto Sales also has a great service department with 12 bays for everything from oil changes to alignment to new tires. Go to MountMoriahAutoSales.com. Pick out your like new car or truck today. Mount Moriah Auto Sales, right on the corner and right on the price.
Now, back to Sports 56 Grind Time. Here once again are Peter Edmiston and Anthony Sain.
That beat better drop.
Man, this is Funky Friday. What
beat better drop, man.
This is Funky Friday, man. Why you gotta drop in beats and stuff? Why you just can't enjoy? Nope. Nope. Not under my watch. You won't get that noise. I'm Steven from Django.
Okay, when the beat drops, come on, 3,000, come on.
Here we go.
Here it comes. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
I think there's some rinky-dink stuff in here. This is Funky Friday.
Hey.
I know what we doing in here. And there is no Andre 3000. This is all set up for you and Pastor Peter.
Come on,
go right ahead.
Come out the dome, Peter. Come on. I don't feel like coming out.
Right.
I was just about to come out the dome on y'all. I changed my mind.
Oh, man. Here we go. Hour number 1 here of the program, Grindtime. It's 126, 98.5. On a still cold, but getting slightly warmer Friday. Going to be warmer over the weekend, and next week should be nice, finally, for a little while at least. But I'm not promising that's the end of winter. Don't get caught up like Anthony Sain trying to do that. It's not going to happen. Also, don't get caught up in the D'Angelo Russell trap last night, as he was spectacular to close out the game. Just nothing.
My God,
nothing the Grizzlies could do, and this is, a lot of people have made the comment, and I think it's true. It would have been interesting to see if you actually had Dylan Brooks. This is the first game in a while where it really made you think, man, Dylan Brooks would have been very useful just to throw him out there and see what happened on D'Angelo Russell. Could he turn his water off, so to speak? Maybe. It was he was very, very good, and the Grizzlies did not defend him very well. Grizzlies lose 119-114. Ja Morant, the big story of this game. Just 20 points on 25 shots. Not a real good offensive game from Ja anyway. Missed all four threes he took. But the bigger concern was third quarter. He makes a move on a fast break and looks like he hurt his hip. It initially looked pretty bad. He very, very slowly hobbled off the court towards the end of the third quarter. But then, lo and behold, fourth quarter, he's right out there and he jumps right back in and played the entire fourth quarter. Was clearly not 100% and struggled mightily. Grizzlies had a chance for a game-tying 3 with Ja, but you could tell it looked like almost like his hip gave out on it. He airballed it way short. So it was just a weird deal. And saying what? I mean, listen, I'm all in favor of Ja playing and showing his.
I know where you're going. I'm with you too.
Heart and all that stuff. That's cool. And obviously the team, he was cleared to play, but why?
Yeah.
What was the point of doing that?
I'm not mad at him coming back, but he just came back two guns a-blazing. Like they had a good thing going while he was out. I would have preferred to see him kind of come in and keep the guys going, kind of get in and find his spots. It seems like he was trying to show everybody on the court, I'm ready, I'm fine, I'm good. But I mean, you didn't have to be good. You could have just kind of fell back a little bit. I'm not really feeling any way about it, but it was obvious that he was trying to force the issue.
Well, and he wasn't healthy. I mean, he wasn't healthy, and that's the thing. Like, he goes in there every time he's driving in. He's trying to sometimes he'd draw a foul, but he wasn't finishing properly. He didn't have his normal balance.
Yeah.
And then every time he falls, man, you can get yourself hurt again. And I know that the team, he's cleared to play, but he's obviously favoring one leg over the other. So when he jumps, what if he tweaks something there? I know you got to walk that line. You don't want to anger Ja by sitting him, but as he said after the game, sometimes you got to save me for myself. I think I just like you lost the game anyway, so it's not like you won, and you were probably gonna lose because the Timberwolves were playing well and they were really physical. So really, hey, listen, this was a good game. This is a good preparation. This is a really good regular season game. Good preparation for the postseason. This felt like a borderline playoff game. The crowd was into it. The physicality was high. Guys were getting a little chippy. Like, if it had a good edge to it that a playoff game has. So that was great. And, it just felt like at the end the Grizzlies ran out of ideas. And that's a little concerning because the way that Minnesota just pressed up on Ja, tried to force the ball out of his hands, tried to face guard him at all times. And he was kind of unwilling yesterday to get other people as involved as he normally does. Other guys maybe weren't, making themselves as available. I don't know, but that's a little bit of a concern because you're going to see that a lot. That's going to be a pretty normal thing for Ja in the postseason.
Yeah, I got there's that, of course, and I agree with you. It was Ja's got it. That's just a maturing thing. That's he'll be fine as far as that goes. But yeah, I got a bone to pick as well. I haven't done this in a while. Let me stretch out for this. It feels good to get this one up. I ain't said this is so long.
You must don't do it in 1 minute and 30 seconds.
I ain't said this is so long. No, it's gonna be a cool little rant as we go to the break, man. I ain't said this one in a while. Woo, feel good to be back with this one. Why in the hell was John Conchar at the end of the game? Closing in the fourth quarter. Do we really need that minute? Do we really need that minute John Conchar minutes? Is that where we are? Did D'Anthony Melton die?
D'Anthony Melton did play more minutes than John Conchar.
But bro, why were we closing the game? Zaire Williams was cooking. Why are we closing the game with? Why didn't we close?
Yeah,
the game
that's the one I'm more concerned about. I'm more concerned about why no Zaire Williams.
I don't need to see John Conchar, man.
Yeah, I don't really. I mean,
we are in the John Conchar farewell tour. He's gonna be a part of some package deal we trade over to something. Why are we playing him?
I hope that's the case. I don't think that was the issue, but I like that you can get these shots off.
Yeah, man. It's been a while. Thought I'd never get that one off again.
Melton is the most. I don't know how to describe Melton. Man, he's the most frustrating good player
ever
that I've ever seen.
Did you see that
Melton
poll?
is good.
You saw that poll where every team had to vote for their guy? Vote for their guy is the most frustrating guy on your team?
He's the most Memphis player on the team.
Yeah, it was D'Anthony Melton.
Yeah, because he's he's good, and he's clearly capable.
Mm-hmm.
He does a lot of good stuff when good things happen when he's out there. But man, when you watch just actually watching him play, he takes some weird shots. He makes some crazy decisions.
Mm-hmm.
He finished with the team high 6 assists, but it feels like he doesn't want to pass the ball in certain situations. It's just
it's that Gaston Paul coming out in him, man.
It's
the gas.
I don't know, man. I don't know. He's clearly a good player, so he needs to play. But man, it's weird. It's weird. I'm telling you, it's weird. We'll talk hour number 2. Kari's going to join us to begin hour number 2. We'll get back into the Grizzlies as well, and the Tigers too, as we roll on this Friday. Real Sports Talk, Sports 56 98.5.
Say there was a place, the perfect place for everything you need for tailgates and patios. Grills and chairs, charcoal and coolers. Everything to make a great game or a great day. That perfect place wouldn't be a warehouse. It's East Memphis Ace Hardware. Locally owned and operated at Quince and White Station, East Memphis Ace Hardware is where you'll find Benjamin Moore paints, local plants from local growers, and Black & Decker tools. Around the block, what you need in stock with people who know their tailgates. Welcome to East Memphis Ace Hardware, the home convenience store.
Hi, this is John Conway with Conway Services. When was the last time you had your heating system cleaned? How about a safety inspection? Right now, Conway Service is offering our 16-point Energy Saver Super Tune-Up on your heating system for only $69. That's right, for only $69, we'll come out and perform our 16-point Energy Saving Super Tune-Up on your heating system. We'll also include a complete safety inspection using our state-of-the-art camera system, making sure your heating system is safe to operate this winter. Plus, we'll run a carbon monoxide test on your heating system, all for only $69. You can have the peace of mind knowing your heating system is safe and ready for those cold winter nights. So call Conway Services, the Mid-South's premier heating, cooling, plumbing, and electric service company at 384-3511. That's 384-3511. Call this week and we'll perform your heating system tune-up for only $57.
Call 384-3511. Conway Services. Call Conway today.
Hi, this is Troy Fiveash, owner of Fiveash Roof Services. As we all know, Memphis can be a hotbed for severe weather, and that weather can play havoc on our roofs. Most people don't know what they should do first when they're concerned about the condition of their roof. Call their insurance company, call a contractor, or trust a door-to-door salesman that's making claims that are hard to believe. My advice would be call the contractor that you know and trust. If you don't know any, research your local contractors and give 2 or 3 a call. I hope your research will lead you to us. Have your roof inspected, decide for yourself what you should do, and whether or not you should file a claim with your insurance company. It's your home, it's your policy, and it's your money. Don't let anyone pressure you into anything. If you give Five Ash Roofing a call, we promise personal service with a member of our family with no pressure and no hype. Five Ash Roof Services, proud partner of the Memphis Tigers and the official roofer of the Tigers home team. Five Ash Roofing, fair, honest, and ethical. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
Five Ash Roofing, it's what we do. We're here for you.
The spring sales event is rocking and rolling at Gossett Mitsubishi on the Pike. Want 43 MPG Highway in these crazy times? We Gossett in 2022 Mitsubishi Mirage $239 a month or $16,715. 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander Sport 27 MPG combined in an SUV $349 a month or $26,010. Plus redesigned 2022 Outlander. We Gossett at $398 a month. Not a lease, you own them. And get our stellar 10-year 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. That's Gossett Mitsubishi, 1870 Covington Pike, or shop online anytime at memphismitsubishi.com.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
All 72 months Mirage, NH001-803, MSRP 17465 Sport, NU003361, MSRP 27010, Outlander NZ053093, MSRP 29615. Includes all rebates and incentives, PF 695, excludes tax, title, and license with approved credit. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 2/28/22, dealer stock only.
You already know that Sunrise on Jefferson serves up the freshest and fastest breakfast or lunch in the city with only the highest quality ingredients. But there's so much more to Sunrise. This is a place you can rush through to get something to eat. But it's also a place where, if you have the time, you can enjoy it leisurely in a great atmosphere. Sunrise is full of beautiful folk art and, more importantly, features one of the most impressive Bloody Mary bars you're ever going to see. If you have the time, there's nothing like taking it at Sunrise.
We are Sports 56 WHBQ Memphis and W253DF Memphis, Flynn Broadcasting Stations. Now, back to Sports 56 Grind Time. This hour is brought to you by Poultry Power. Here once again are Peter Edmiston and Anthony Sain.
Things you do seem so satisfying to me. I must confess it, girl. When I like it, you send shivers up my spine every time I take one look at you.
Y'all know nothing about that, man.
When I like it,
I love it.
you're blowing my mind with the things you say to me. I like the way on your hair, and I like the style of clothes you wear.
Funky Friday, people.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully you're standing up in your office about to walk out the door with your boss.
sir.
Walk
Exactly
out! Walk
right.
out now! Black Monday is coming up. Walk out now.
That's so dope that the last day of Black History Month is Monday, too. Peter Friel, stay at home, man. I got it. Me and Darren.
I told you.
I'm dead serious, bro.
Can he come in with the little curl? He can't.
You arrange it with the powers that be. I will
Hey,
happily,
Eli been gone.
I will happily
step aside. You want some more info on that? I actually received the email saying he won't be back till Monday.
What? Hey, he'll never know. You say he won't be back Monday? Is that what he said?
Until I'm out of the office.
Eli gonna take a day off doing Black History Month. He need to be here all the time.
He emailed me, told me, Darian, don't bother me.
For real?
I'll be back Monday.
I was gonna see if Eli wanted to get some wings tonight at what's the place out there?
East Coast Wings.
East Coast Wings.
Coast,
Man.
No, you're not gonna be able to do that.
Oh, Eli out here.
I'm afraid not. You're not gonna be able to do that. Hour number 2 is here.
Poetry Power.
We celebrating.
Yeah, make my own wings.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly right. Yeah, make your own wings, man. Get that air fryer. Work that air fryer.
Man, my air fryer be sweating like that lady at Popeyes. Do they meme the lady?
You just work. Yeah, you working that thing too hard.
My air fryer see me coming and be like,
man, not more. More wings? Come on, man. Oh, man. It is hour number 2 here at, as we mentioned, celebrating Black History Month with our HBCU segment today.
Yeah.
And our good friend Kari Thompson joins us, who covers Jackson State, among other things, for the Jackson Clarion Ledger, formerly of the Commercial Appeal here in Memphis. Kari, what's up, man? How are you celebrating the end of Black History Month?
Man, I'm good. I'm just posted up chilling. You know.
Okay. All right. Nothing special, huh?
Kari, tell us more about the black experience.
More about the black experience?
Yeah.
Come on, man. I make black history every day. I don't need a month.
Woo, my God.
Oh, there you go.
Man. I'm talking about,
there
Kari.
you go.
I am black history. Don't play with me.
Yeah.
Who transferred to your who enrolled in your school this week?
My school?
What school are you talking about?
Yeah, JSU. Who enrolled? Who? Famous daughter?
Hampton is Kari's.
Oh yeah, don't disrespect that man.
Where's at Jackson State right now? So I was just trying to see if
he's not at Jackson State.
He ain't taking classes. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
he's not a Jackson State student. He's
don't worry, Kari. I'll text you, man. Don't worry, man.
I don't know what you're talking about. Darian is just wild.
Dion's daughter. I'm just trying to see if he's Dion's daughter. That's all.
Yeah, Dion's daughter on campus. What she look like?
Yeah.
She committed. She committed to women's hoops.
Oh, that's she a child. My bad. Excuse me.
Yeah, come on. All right, come on now.
I'm thinking.
Yeah, man, she's 18.
Yeah, I'm thinking like
she's 18?
My bad, bro. My bad.
No, it's all right.
My bad.
Legally, that's okay. I'm not saying that's morally okay, but legally, that's okay at least. All right. So let me ask you this: I want to get into this because I'm steering us away from troubled waters into some different.
Please.
What is Hugh Jackson doing? What is Grambling State doing?
Yeah, man.
Eddie Robinson has got to be just like rolling over. Doug Williams, I'm hoping, is going to come down and pull Juwan Howard and start slapping people. Like to hire.
You said he can't support Grambling because of the hiring of Art Brown.
Absolutely. I mean, which I appreciate. I mean, I need more physicality though. I mean, what in the world is Hugh Jackson? What are you thinking? Like this man is toxic, beyond toxic, and you bring. I don't understand it.
Yeah, no excuse for it. It's just a blatant attempt to compete with Coach Prime. He's trying to get that. Hugh Jackson's trying to get that offense right.
Oh man. Has there ever been a white head coach in the HBCU football team?
Of course. You know, Jay Hobson at Southern Miss, he was coach at Alcorn. There's been historically a lot of white
There's been
coaches.
plenty. Oh yeah, there's been plenty.
Yeah, they can get HBCU jobs. We can't get FBS jobs. That's how that works.
What the nerve of you, man, to take this. Anyway.
Yeah.
Leave that alone.
White players, white coaches. Yeah.
The white player of the year candidate.
There's white player of the year candidate. That's right. Yeah, the black player of the year was almost white. That would have been something very special.
White valedictorian.
White valedictorian. Come on.
Oh man.
Oh, we're just out here. We're out here disrespecting. I'm sorry.
Crazy, man.
We just can't. We can't stop. We can't. We got to keep taking. I'm sorry. It's what we do. All right. So, what is there any way? Because you mentioned Doug Williams and his criticisms. Obviously, to the extent that people are talking about Grambling now, it's going to be in a extremely negative connotation. Like, how can you hire this man? What are you trying to do? What's the point? He's been truly toxic. You're talking about, a culture of rapes, sexual assaults, all sorts of horrible things that he was a huge part of covering up for a very, very long time, corrupt down to the ground. How you hire him? I mean, how could he have expected anything other than like mass condemnation? And how is he even going to survive to actually coach with the amount of criticism they're going to take?
I think that college football has proven over and over again that it doesn't matter what you do if you win. I think it's kind of shown that, okay, Art Briles had this one of the most high profile scandals you can remember in college football, and basically his punishment was he had 6 years off, and he's back at it again. Like, I think it shows that Grambling is not above what some of these Power Fives do in terms of making bad decisions, in terms of uplifting a football program, but it also shows that there is no moral bounds in the business of college football. Like, people are just going to do ridiculous stuff. Black, white, whatever race you are.
Carl, there's a Netflix deal. Netflix is giving a $10 million donation to Tougaloo College. What's
in Jackson?
Yeah, what's going on with that one, man?
Man, so Netflix, apparently there's a partnership between Tougaloo and Yale that got the attention of the Netflix CEO, Reed Hastings, and he made a trip on down to Jackson this week and announced that he was donating $10 million to little old Tougaloo, which is a very good thing.
But what's the reason for it? Is it just?
I believe it's to develop the film program there, and create the next generation of black filmmakers.
That's dope, man. It's pretty dope.
Yeah.
There's what's in it for him though? Other than he's gonna get this all the positive, press and all that stuff.
Stump the R3.
That stuff is invaluable, man. I mean, like, just look at, I don't know, given HBCUs is in now, which is crazy, because not too long ago it wasn't cool, and I don't think the government has caught on to the fact that it's cool to give to HBCUs, but like the private sector is catching on, and like if you look at like what Mackenzie Scott Bezos has done alone, like Bezos' ex-wife, Jeff Bezos' ex-wife, I mean, she's given away at least $500 million to HBCUs, like within the last couple of years. Like, she gave Hampton like $40 million alone. Like, it's just in, man.
For real?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know that
$500 million? Wow. Yeah, that's great.
Google Mackenzie Scott Bezos HBCUs. I mean, that's on the low end. She's probably given more.
Yeah, that's some wild stuff.
How about that?
The Memphis Grizzlies are having HBCU night Monday. You coming down?
Man, I wish I could, but unfortunately, I will not be there.
Come on, man. You can't fly down to Memphis, right, man, and check out the game and be back.
On the Clarion Ledger Learjet, man.
Yeah, the private jet. Come on, man.
Big ballin', Shot Collins, local newspaper reporters.
What's that? A 30-minute flight? What's it, like a 30-minute flight?
Do they even do direct flights to Memphis, dude? I don't
think there is a single direct flight to Memphis at all.
Oh no! We just opened the new terminal, man. Terminal B. It's all good now. Everybody's coming.
See,
to Memphis. We got direct flights all over the place.
What?
It's a very nice terminal.
It's a direct flight to Boston. You know that?
Yeah. They got and I can vouch for the fact that there's a direct flight to Orlando because I just took it a couple weeks ago. So for sure.
Was not aware.
Yeah.
Man, that new airport looked nice. I've been looking at the pictures, man. The new terminal.
Yeah, it's nice. They've done a really nice job with it. It's going to be an asset. I mean, because let's just be honest, man. You go to Memphis Airport, it has been bleak for a long time. I mean, it is a bleak airport compared to pretty much any other airport out there. You land in City X, whatever it is, and chances are City X's airport is like 5 million times better than Memphis Airport. Memphis Airport's like, what is this a ghost town? Like, what is happening here? So this is going to be massively improvement. Much more stuff, much more life, many more flights, much more convenience. All the stuff that you want to have, it's going to be there. So yeah, no more dogging out the airport because it's been worthy of being dogged out, believe me. But no more dogging out the airport.
You can get a nice brew there. You can charge up the phone now. I'm saying,
yeah,
okay,
yeah. You got they got some decent food options, brew options, as you say. It's again going there in certain situations, man. It's been sad to go through the airport and just look at all these empty, stores, nothing happening, nobody there, huge swaths of empty space. Like it's been very sad. So this, I hope, will help to get the Renaissance back, because it's nice, man. It's nice to have flights. It's nice to be able to go places. That's important. So yeah, I'm looking at this McKenzie Scott thing. This is crazy.
Yeah,
this is crazy, man. $1.7 billion is what it's like.
Right.
Good
Yeah,
God.
I underestimated it. Yeah,
$1.7 billion.
Bro, like Hampton needs to build her a statue or something, dog. Like,
that's wild.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
She's like the greatest
$1.7
philanthropist
billion
of all time.
I mean, that's great. And then she hasn't said, and she's doing it like very low key, because I haven't heard. I mean, some of these people give like $500,000, and it's like, I want you to name this after me. I want you to put a statue up. I want you to do all this. Man, she said 1.7 billion in donations to 116 organizations, including American Indian Graduate Center, Hispanic Scholarship Fund, the United Negro College Fund, Thurgood Marshall Scholarship Fund, Hampton, Howard, Tuskegee, Morehouse, Spelman, Tougaloo, like all these, Clark, Dillard, you name it, man. That's an incredible thing. That's incredible.
She's a game changer, man. I wonder who put her on. Like, yo, this is what you should do with some of your cats.
Yeah, that's a really incredible gift, and that's really that's a nice job by somebody who's got a some might say ill-gotten fortune, but with some of the techniques and things that Amazon's been up to. But hey, man, that's the right way to if you're gonna have it, that's the right way to do something with it. So. Shout out.
Yeah,
Kudos
and I mean, it's
that's
having a big ripple effect, man. Like, Hampton's been pouring more cash into their athletics recently. They became the first HBCU to get into the Colonial Athletic Association, and North Carolina A&T is following them. They announced last week. So you've got a couple HBCUs trying to move on up in the conference realignment rank.
Kari, Deion Sanders, he opened up this week talking about, more specifics of why they're pulling away from the Southern Heritage Classic, and we're definitely still in and that's still something that's, major news. He was quoted saying, by the time that we get back, we're broke. We're going to stop all that just so that y'all know. It's got to be equitable for us at Jackson. We got to do business now. We got to quit playing games for doing business. Saying that it's not enough money with the expenses of travel and those type of things, that they're not clearing much money when it's all said and done. We understand that part of it. We understand that, they might feel like there's not enough money given to them. What is the reception of the fans and, more importantly, the alumni, the former players, former students of Jackson State University? What are you hearing from people as the consensus of how they feel about this long-running classic game now, coming to an end?
Listen, the Southern Heritage Classic is a tradition. It's been played 28 times. Right? It's been played. They started playing the Classic before I was born. So, there's obviously people that have an attachment to it and that are going to be sad that things are changing, because it's a great game and it's a great product. But at the end of the day, business is business. The program's going to play these classics, that they can get into now. And I think that you can always establish new traditions. And, that's, I heard initially people were kind of upset about it, but, since then, I've got on the phone with Ashley Robinson, the athletic director, and he explained the situation. And I think just that explanation has helped people understand that this is a business. Like, it's changed. The whole perception of the program has changed since Coach Primus came, because they can do so much more. They can get into so many other games. They can schedule who they want and not even necessarily have to play money games because of the type of monies they'll bring in from classics. So I think JSU fans are savvy. I think they get it, man. I think they get that, if you're going to be taking home between $200,000 and $300,000 for a game, that's not up to the level where JSU could draw if they played a similar game somewhere else.
So let me. I feel like I'm I've been reading all this stuff about this issue, Kari. I've been listening, been watching, so. And this is a tricky question. So I don't. But I have to ask it because it's the one that's been going through my mind for the last few weeks that this whole thing has kind of transpired. The more we learn about this, the more I learn about how this whole thing has come together, how the Classics come together. I know how hard Fred Jones has worked to make this thing a reality, but has he been undercharging? Has he been underpaying? Has he not taken care of the teams in the way that he should have been?
I mean, you certainly have to look at it. I mean, just from a sheer math standpoint, I'm not going to make any assumptions either way. But just from a sheer math standpoint, if you have a game that can draw in 40 to 50,000 people just based on ticket sales,
mm-hmm.
and then you have the concessions, you have broadcast stuff, you have all this stuff,
tailgate, all the stuff to pay the park and tailgate and all those things that you do, yeah.
You have all this stuff, right? Like, I think you can make much more than you can make. I mean, I know, like, there's estimates that JSU will get to a point with that Birmingham Slap Classic. The JSU AD is estimating they'll make $1 million a year from that. You know what I mean? Versus
that's tripling your money.
Yeah,
that's tripling your money. I mean, that goes without saying. And like I said, I don't know, so I'm really not trying to unnecessarily I'm not trying to dog out Fred Jones or say he's anything other than a businessman who's doing the best he can with his business model. But perhaps the business model is outdated, or perhaps the business model isn't taking into account the new reality of what's going on. And maybe previous administrations or previous coaching staffs and all that were more than happy to just continue a tradition without questioning how valuable that tradition could be or what that really means. And maybe at this point, if Prime is doing anything, it's helping people to realize the financial value of HBCUs and Jackson State in particular relative to everything else. And you don't have to just kind of go with tradition just because it's tradition. You need to put yourself out there and get what you can get. And like I said, I'm not trying to knock Fred Jones here or anything like that, but I mean, I have to say the logic of it from Jackson State's perspective, when I first heard about it, I'm like, oh, I can't believe they would do that. But the more I hear about it, the more it's like, yeah, that, of course they would do that. It makes perfect sense.
Yeah, for sure. And like, that's what it is. We're in a renaissance, man. We're in an HBCU renaissance. HBCUs are waking up, particularly Jackson State, as to the kind of marketing power that they have. And I think Prime brings some options that weren't available to previous coaching staff.
let me ask you this too. Just since we're in kind of along the subject, Kari, I think you're the perfect person to ask about this because you are an HBCU alum yourself. It feels like from the outside, I'm very much an outsider on all this, but it feels like there is not only the renaissance, on the field and with a lot of these games, but it feels like there is a level of pride or self appreciation that that maybe Dion has come in and helped everyone associated with HBCU sports and football to say, this is something like there's a kind of a self-worth thing that all of a sudden, like, you value yourself more, you value your product, like you're not willing to accept second best because he's not willing to accept second best. Is that what's going on?
Playing for Jackson State is cool now. And that's the thing. Like, we've needed someone to come in and make HBCU football cool for a while because there's just always been that stigma of like, oh, you're playing for HBCU, you couldn't play for Tennessee, you couldn't play for Ole Miss.
Right. Oh, I'm going to watch the bands. I'm going to watch halftime. I'm going to watch the fifth quarter, but I'm not going. The game is like whatever, like stuff like that.
But you watch what Prime is doing. He's bringing 60,000 people to HBCU games. He's selling out homecomings. We got Boosie talking about he wants to go to Jackson State. Like, he's got a documentary out on YouTube. Like, so like, he's built the brand.
Five-star recruits coming. You got 5-star recruits coming. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's cool now. And that's what you need, because ultimately it comes down to recruiting, and you're not going to recruit kids to a place that's not cool. You know what I mean? Like, and that's what the SEC has capitalized on so well. Like, they've just made it a cool experience to go play in the SEC. Like, it's something that if you're an 18-year-old kid, it's hard to turn down. Oh, I'm going to play 100,000-seat stadiums. I'm going to fly over the country. I'm going to learn from the best of the best. Like, they've made it cool. And Prime, in his own way, has made Jackson State cool. As he likes to say, they've got Power 5 dreams on a hood budget. But he's making that hood budget shake, man. He's making that hood budget work. And it's really cool to see.
Well, I think it's really a cool. I think it's really amazing to watch the level of pride and appreciation and growth and all that stuff come to fruition. There's a determination now that wasn't there before. That's and I mean, as much as you could say whatever you want, man, but there's no question that Deion is at the center of all of it, and he has done remarkable things. For maybe not McKenzie, Smith, Bezos levels of remarkable things, but Deion's all about the money. I don't know if he's all about $1.7 billion. I don't know if he can get to that point, but he's done phenomenal stuff. So it's been great, and we're gonna keep talking about it. Kari, enjoy your weekend, my friend.
Yes, y'all do the same. Appreciate y'all as always.
Have a good one, bro.
I'll take your car.
Man, I want to talk to you, man.
Darren's getting creepy. Darren's getting creepy out here now.
Text your car.
I'm about to warn Deion about Darian.
Yeah, Darren might show up at the game.
No, I just asked Kari. I just told Kari, like, I'll have a little lad going to college next year, and I just say, hey, if you're still down at JSU, I told my son I'm sending you down there with Uncle Kari.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Yeah, there you go. Well, Kari would know. Now Kari can help you. He could be a very great mentor to your youngster there, with his experience at Hampton and all that. Yeah, that's a great mentor right there. Just don't be trying to creep on Deion's girl. That's all I can say. That's we can't be having that.
That wasn't me, good sir.
I just got quiet on that one.
I don't know. I'm just we can't be having that. All right. When we come back, we'll get back into last night, because I'm glad Sain got his rant off a little bit about Contra. We'll talk
Contra
about what last night does it portend anything else for the Grizzlies going forward. We'll discuss that as we continue here. Hour number 2 presented by Poultry Power, Real Sports Talk, Sports 56 98.5.
Sports 56 Happy Hour with Johnny Radio, presented by Tito's Vodka, from 11 to 1 every weekday on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Yes, it's still winter. Yes, it's still cold outside. But Family Leisure wants you to start thinking towards spring and maybe even summer. So Family Leisure's pool and patio sale is happening right now. Come to Family Leisure to get started on your outdoor living space. Yes, I know it's cold and dreary outside, but this is the perfect time to think ahead. Pools are in stock and ready to go. Brand new 2022 patio furniture is hitting the floor each and every day. In-stock hot tubs are ready for delivery. You can get fantastic deals on play gyms, trampolines, grills, and outdoor kitchens. I know you are already looking forward to spring and summer, and so does Family Leisure. But if you sit on the couch too long, the best deals will be gone. So don't wait until it's too late. Stop thinking about spring and summer. Start planning for it. The pool and patio sale is in season right now. Family Leisure, 2120 Whitten Road. That's Whitten at I-40, where family and fun all come together.
Case IH is a proud supporter of the Mississippi Farm Bureau, and thanks to a membership benefits partnership, Mississippi Farm Bureau members receive a discount of up to $500 on every qualifying Case IH tractor and piece of equipment you purchase. This discount may be used with other promotions, rebates, or offers. So join Mid-South Ag Equipment and the Mississippi Farm Bureau and pocket up to $500 in savings. Call Mid-South Ag at 662-890-3141 to get your discount today.
Have you wanted to speak a new language but thought it'd be too difficult or take too much time? Then try Babbel. In just 15 minutes a day, Babbel teaches you conversations that you will actually use. With 14 languages and lesson topics like travel, business, relationships, and more, you'll learn what matters most to you. Babbel. Language for life. Learn a new language with ease. Go to Babbel.com to try for free. That's BABBEL.com.
Mount Moriah Auto Sales. What sets them apart? Great selection, quality, high-end to low-end cars, and low mileage. Mount Moriah Auto Sales is under new management. Ask for Emmett or Steven. Check out their great selection of cars or trucks. Choose from Dodges, Jeeps, Fords, GMCs, Infinitis, Porsches, Range Rovers, Lexus, Mercedes, BMWs, even Bentleys. Mount Moriah Auto Sales also has a great service department with 12 bays for everything from oil changes to alignment to new tires. Go to MountMoriahAutoSales.com. Pick out your like new car or truck today. Mount Moriah Auto Sales, right on the corner and right on the price.
So you need to sell your house? I have the solution. Call 901-406-1101. That's 901-406-1101. Call my buddy Bill and I buy houses. Any house, any area, as is. It's literally as simple as that. Just pick up your phone. Call 901-406-1101. That's 901-406-1101. Call my buddy Bill at I Buy Houses. Guaranteed to close in 5 days. If you need to sell your house fast, call Bill at 901-406-1101. That's Bill at I Buy Houses.
Now, back to Sports 56 Grind Time. This hour is brought to you by Poultry Power. Here once again are Peter Edmiston and Anthony Sain.
All because you're my kind. Oh, baby, I got what you want. You got what I want.
Quote, last night, quote, forget everything else. This year, I just want to beat Memphis. Who said that?
Frank Haith.
Patrick Beverly.
Nope, although he did have some things to say after the game.
Typical Pelicans fans. Pelicans fans on Twitter.
Your boy, Anthony Edwards.
For real?
For real.
And Ja had a
Forget
response.
everything else. This year, I just want to beat Memphis. He thinks that there's a Timberwolves-Grizzlies rivalry, and the way the game was played last night, it looked like one.
I'm down. I just want to rivalry with somebody, man, because there are people still talking about the Clippers. I'm like, man, you need to let them go. Like, they don't. That's not.
I mean, these things have to be organic. You can't just. They have to crop up. The Clippers thing cropped up organically because of the personalities involved. Patrick Beverly, hey, he's the kind of guy that can help a rivalry, jump off. He can definitely do that. Grizzlies, with the amount of stuff they talk, can help a rivalry get even more fired up. And that's what Patrick Beverly tweeted after the game. He said, the Grizzlies, y'all
no
quiet. Didn't talk a lot of – wasn't no dancing last night. Interesting. Anyway, good game, y'all. That's the kind of stuff, like I said, that's the Grizzlies have been a fun story all year. But it's about to be, you at some point you take that move from fun story to, okay, now you're for real. We're taking you seriously. Now it's time for you to –
the target's on your back now. Yeah.
Exactly. You're going to get the motivation. Now everyone's saying, okay, now we want to beat the Grizzlies. Yeah, I think you saw the first part of that last night, honestly, with the way that game was played. Like, that was a serious effort, serious intensity, a lot more than normal. So, that tells you right there. I think you're going to see a little more than one team approach the Grizzlies like that, and for them, it's going to be all right.
They got to come with it.
What do you do about it? Yeah, what are you going to do about it? Hey, that's awesome. Y'all talked a bunch of mess. Hey, good stuff. Back it up.
They definitely got to keep that in mind. They did a lot of talking all season long, and now they're the 100, man. They went from being the 100s to being the 100, and now teams are going to want to come at them. You know what I mean? So they got to be ready for that, and they have to. The Grizzlies kind of have a reputation now of being a front runner, where they try to get up on you early, and then they're not as good battling from behind as they are getting that early lead and just building off of that. Because that's why they've been just knocking out so many teams. They're up 40-25 at the end of the first quarter. You know what I mean? So, but you got up on Minnesota yesterday and just couldn't put them away, and they just got to do a better job of that and just kind of overcoming adversity. You know what I mean? So. Because it's easy to be the bully, but when you get punched in the mouth, it's all about how you respond from there. So.
You know the first thing that leaves once you get punched in the mouth, right?
Tears.
Nope.
My dignity.
Yeah. Are you concerned with anything with them, though? Because we ain't lost 2 straight games, man, in 2022.
Say that again.
We haven't. Are you concerned with anything you're seeing from them? Because we haven't lost 2 games in a row in a while.
Yeah, I know. I said it's weird. This doesn't even count really though. I'm not even going to count this as a 2-game losing streak because it you had a more than a week between the games and the All-Star break. I can't count that as a losing streak. Technically it is, but I don't even count it as that. No, I wasn't. My concern would be Ja's health and some of the decision making that we saw towards the end of that game. Again, I think we're seeing it. It's better and better. We're seeing some improvement in this regard, but ultimately, they're going to have to figure out how to use Jaren a little more down the stretch of games. It feels as though that's the one area where I think Ja and Jaren get along well. I think John and Jaren have a good relationship, all that. So I'm not trying to say that there's some kind of friction or anything like that. I just think their games don't always mesh. And if Jaren is out there not as the center, and he's not the one setting screens and all that, then I think you're going to see a difficult time of getting him involved. And with as well as he played, with as much as he can do with the ball, his shooting, and he's proven himself to be a clutch guy. Jaren's hit a lot of clutch shots in his career. I was a little bit concerned about the lack of involvement with him. I would say that was if I was concerned about anything, that might be one of the things I would be concerned about. Yeah,
he's. It seems like in the fourth quarter, it's kind of hard to get him going. Like he's hit a lot of big shots. Seems like over the course of the year, but like you said, it's like there's not enough two-man stuff between them in the fourth quarter. It seems like that it should be, but yeah, I'm not gonna say I'm concerned, but you kind of want to go this last 22, 21 games now. You need to come out hard, man, because it's playoff time. I know they're chasing their first division title. They got the franchise record they can get. You can. There's a realistic chance of you being the second seed, and that kind of opens up a totally different possibility. You probably get this Minnesota team you played last night again. It's just they got to come with it, man. Like that, you don't want to look up and you're in the situation you don't want to be in because of bad games you lost coming out of the All-Star break.
Well, and again, you're going to have teams are going to pick it up. Mm-hmm. The schedule for the Grizzlies is not particularly difficult all the way down the stretch, but
this next three is Bulls, Spurs, Celtics.
Yep. Yeah. You got a tricky little situation here. The Spurs, you should be able to handle the Spurs at home Monday, but tomorrow at Chicago, that's not going to be easy. At Boston, all of a sudden, is a brutal game.
Yep.
The Celtics are playing the best defense in the league by far, and are playing the best basketball, period.
Mm-hmm.
So then you've got that. After that, you should feel pretty good because the schedule goes Orlando at home, at Houston, Pelicans at home, Knicks at home, at Thunder, at Pacers, at Hawks, at Houston. Those are all like that stretch of 8 games there.
Right.
You would be favored in all 8 of those games. So I don't that should certainly be a position for you to make a push. And then beyond that, you play Brooklyn, Golden State, Phoenix, Utah, Denver, Boston. So you've got some tough ones in the very last month or so. But there's a stretch, basically the month of March, apart from that first game on Thursday against Boston, it's pretty much mostly winnable games until the very end of the month. And so that's when you have to make that push, and that's when you have to do what you have to do. So I'm not concerned yet. Anthony's saying this team can come out, and we've seen them respond really well. We've seen them, it wouldn't shock me if they play, great against Chicago. And Chicago's, struggled defensively since Caruso's been out. But DeMar DeRozan's having an absolutely insane year and had another great game against Atlanta last night. So not going to be easy. Not going to be easy.
Yeah. What do you think that when do you think that Dillon comes back?
Midway through the next month is what I've heard. But, again, I hope it's –
So you're looking at Dillon playing 12 regular season games before? Kind of something similar to what Jaren did before he came back?
It would be like I would like to see it be, between 10 and 15. Yeah, I think the more the better, because it's going to be tough to get him back up to speed, and then get your rotation right and all that. At some point you get down to the end, and it's pretty tricky when you try to work somebody back in.
Right.
At that point of the year, you just kind of run out of games to do it. So hopefully he can come back, as early next month as possible, because I do think it's going to require, you've seen, for example, Zaire Williams, his emergence, those minutes are probably directly taken from Dillon Brooks, because I think you're going to keep Bain out there. I don't think you're doing anything with Bain's minutes.
Right.
So, I when it comes to the team, they're going to have to be taken from somebody, and I'm guessing that somebody's going to be Zaire. That's kind of harsh on him because he's playing really well. He had probably his best game of his career last night. He was tremendous. So that's the stuff that, and I mean, for all of his, I think Taylor Jenkins is a really good coach. I think he's a really good coach for this team. I think he really is. He fits this team really well. He fits the team's culture. He works well with the front office, all that stuff. I think that's all true. But he's not great with rotations.
No. Case in point was the contract rant that went on earlier. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, it's like, why did Zaire Williams not get back into the game? How many times have we seen D'Anthony Melton not play in the fourth quarter for some reason? How many times have we seen Jaren Jackson Jr.'s minutes get kind of jerked around a little bit? He's not I don't think he's got a perfect grasp on rotations. Well, then if you add Dillon Brooks to the mix, well, now all of a sudden that's an even bigger issue there, because you add another guy that's would demand starter level minutes, 25 to 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, where do you take those minutes from right now? Is it just flat out you just take them all from Zaire? Zaire played 27 minutes last night. You take them all from him? That's not fair. I don't think that's right. I don't think that's as good for the team. You need Zaire's length, and his shooting has gotten better and better over the last few weeks.
Had a great game last.
Do you take him from Desmond Bain?
No.
I don't think you take him from Desmond Bain. So then, does that mean you bring him off the bench and you take those from Kyle Anderson, or
yes,
yeah, or certainly John Konchar's minutes? I know you have no problem taking this from John Konchar. But does that mean Dillon Brooks now is a 20 to 25 minute guy as opposed to a starter level guy?
Who's going to tell him that to his face?
Who?
Yeah,
and how's that conversation going to go?
Who's going to tell Dillon that?
I still think he ain't going to start when he come in.
I wasn't debating that. My deal was the 20-25 minutes.
No, I don't think
I think at this point,
you can afford to take minutes from Zaire. You know
okay,
what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah,
I think it's more of a minutes thing with Dillon.
Zaire ain't got to play 20-some minutes a game. He can. No.
You tell Dillon he ain't starting and he's 15, 20 minute guy game.
No, that ain't happening. He's gonna get starters minutes for sure. Even if they experiment with him coming off the bench, he's still.
Does he finish the game?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, listen, I'm not saying you're. I'm not disagreeing with you. I think Zaire Williams has certainly got his issues. There's some inconsistencies for sure in his game, and we've seen he's had good games, bad games, all that. I do think though that he's played over the last month or so. He's kind of gotten into about a 24, 25 minute cycle that's been pretty productive for him and for the team.
Right.
And I think you start kind of messing with that. They don't as much as the team has got. There's a lot of positive things they've got. He's been in the last month. Let me go back to. He's been about a 45% 3-point shooter in the last month. They don't have a lot of those guys running around. They're not a great shooting team. He's actually turned into, of late, a pretty consistent 3-point threat. Well, that's pretty good. You need that. He's also 6'9", maybe 6'10", depending on who you ask, with super long arms. They don't, Dillon Brooks plus Desmond Bain is a pretty stubby, short, stocky kind of defensive group. Zaire Williams' length is pretty useful. I mean, I'm with you. I'm not saying he's got to have, a huge amount of minutes, but I do think he's proven himself really valuable.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't tinker with his minutes too much.
Yeah, he definitely needs to be on the court. He needs to get minutes because he's a guy who, like a lot of people are saying, man, I saw the Desmond Bain big leap. I've seen Conchar get better over time. I've seen Brandon Clark bounce back. I've seen Jaren take a big leap. Ja, of course. I'm wondering what that Zaire Williams next leap could look like. You know what I mean? So, and I'm definitely intrigued. I'm a big fan of big wings.
Yeah.
Shout out to Central Barbecue. But
Central Barbecue. Man, for sure.
But yeah, man.
Love big wings, man. It's versatile.
Yeah.
You know, you got the drummy, you got the flat, you got the point. I mean, they're versatile. They can play all three positions.
Mm-hmm.
Very important to be able to do that. I agree with you. Zaire Williams is like the Central Barbecue of basketball right now. Just big wing, versatile, talented.
Yep. I agree.
Zaire Williams, for what it's worth, in his last 10 games, is shooting 57% from the field, 41% from three. So, and averaging almost a steal a game. It's not bad.
Nah, he's playing good ball, man. He's playing good ball. That's why I think that they're gonna take a look at letting him start and letting Dylan just come off the bench and do his thing. Because I don't think you're getting any of that from Zaire if he's not out there with y'all. I think he has to be on the court with y'all to get that production.
I would agree. I mean, he's been, in his first, before his injury, he was shooting like 27%, from three, shooting 32% from the field. That's gone up dramatically since the injury, especially inside the arc. He's been able to finish better. He's got some dribble pull-ups now. He's got some stuff that I do think he's got some stuff that like nobody else on the team really has. He's got some skills. He's got some arrows in his quiver that a lot of guys don't have. So I don't know, man. I'm not saying, obviously if Dylan comes back, you have to do that. But I think those minutes have to be taken away from somebody else. I think Zaire needs his minutes.
Yeah. Contrast.
I can't believe I'm saying that. But I think he needs his minutes. I really do.
We definitely when we were calling him Zaza Pachulia, we definitely didn't see this coming.
No, he's made an unbelievable push.
Yep.
An unbelievable push. He really has. It's been phenomenal to see. We'll come back. We will wrap up this edition here on a Friday of Grind Time right here in the Family Leisure Studios. Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 98.5.
You have opinions?
Well, you gotta have an opinion.
We want to hear them. Call or text us on the AutoZone listener line at 360-8255. That's the AutoZone listener line at 901-360-8255.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. The spring sales event is rocking and rolling at Gossett Mitsubishi on the Pike. Want 43 MPG Highway in these crazy times? We Gossett in 2022 Mitsubishi Mirage $239 a month or $16,715. 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander Sport 27 MPG combined in an SUV $349 a month or $26,010. Plus redesigned 2022 Outlander. We Gossett at $398 a month. Not a lease, you own them. And get our stellar 10-year 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. That's Gossett Mitsubishi, 1870 Covington Pike, or shop online anytime at memphismitsubishi.com.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
All 72 months Mirage, NH001803, MSRP 17465 Sport, NU003361, MSRP 27010, Outlander NZ053093, MSRP 29615. Includes all rebates and incentives, PF 695, excludes tax, title, and license with approved credit. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 2/28/22. Dealer stock only.
The Machine is coming. Bert Kreischer, the Birdie Boy Relapse Tour. 2 shows, Saturday, March 5th, Orpheum Theater.
This is how bad of a parent I am. I went to a parent-teacher conference. I make a cup of coffee, I grab 2 Diet Cokes, go to the parent-teacher conference, crack my Diet Coke, take a sip, and realize I have a Coors Light.
There's more at BertBertBert.com.
I pushed back into it, and I killed that Coors Light.
Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Don't miss Bert Kreischer live.
This is Sheldon Rosengarten with Marks Bensdorf Realtors. When I talk to people about selling their homes or buying one, my motto is stick to your game plan. I learned this from my friend Coach Terry Tippett. Coach, you didn't go into a game without having a plan, did you?
No, Sheldon. Having a plan was critical to the success of all my teams.
That's right, Coach. Sticking to your game plan helped you win 4 state championships.
That's wrong, Sheldon. It was 6, just like the number of shots you make on a par 3.
Well, Coach, we've played golf together. What advice can you give me about my game?
You probably need to stick to real estate, as you're much better at doing that, or perhaps bowling.
Great advice about real estate, not bowling. And as I always tell people, if they're thinking of selling their home, talk to 2 to 3 real estate brokers and let me be one of them. As they often say, when you want the job done, Coach, who should they call?
Sheldon, of course.
You can reach me at 682-1868 or memphisrelocate.com. That's 682-1868 or memphisrelocate.com.
Moving is stressful, but Black Tie Moving can take the worry out of the process. Whether you're moving across town or across country, moving your home or your office, your personal moving concierge from Black Tie Moving will work with you to design a plan that perfectly fits your budget and needs. And they're available 24/7 to answer any questions you have. Give Black Tie Moving a call at 901-316-6196 or go to blacktiemoving.com/Memphis to get your personal, no obligation quote from the moving experts at Black Tie Moving.
Welcome to Triumph Auto Sales, where you'll have a great car buying experience. Triumph Auto Sales is your #1 source of quality pre-owned vehicles ranging from lease returns to new car trades, all at huge savings. Plus, Triumph has a full array of financing options to meet your needs. Find your next car online at triumphautosales.com or stop in today at 4875 Elmore Road. Triumph Auto Sales will help you get the vehicle you want at the price you need and the service you deserve. For a great car and a great experience from a local and family-owned business, visit Triumph Auto Sales.
Now, back to Sports 56 Grind Time. This hour is brought to you by Poultry Power. Here once again are Peter Edmiston and Anthony Sain.
Yeah.
Take away my dignity.
Level how?
Level how? Inside her.
Sexual chocolate.
It's the best. That scene made, I mean, I don't care how many times I watch it. That scene just, I die laughing every
Mr. Randy Watson on top of some
every time.
outcasts. How about that?
You might, that's right, you might know him as Joe the Policeman for the What's Going Down episode of That's My Mama. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Randy Watson.
Hey, Sain smiling. Look, he's in a better mood.
Been my reference to that little boy. Hey, Reverend Brown.
Nah, a pastor friend of mine just texted me on the personal line and told me to stop singing.
Told you stop singing. Hey, it put you in a better mood. You were all melancholy. You were done for it at the beginning.
The Hugh Hefner on high.
Music changed your soul, man.
God.
Look at that.
Man.
Little Randy Watson changed your spirit.
You know what it is.
Only God. Big weekend upcoming. Tigers continuing to attempt to win their way into the tournament. And,
Natty.
I mean, yeah.
The real deal.
When I say the tournament, I think I hope everyone knows what I mean.
Yeah.
It's
you know something we ain't talked about as far as Tiger basketball goes.
What's that?
Emmanuel, what's his name there?
Acho?
Who?
Oh, I thought you said
Emmanuel.
Emmanuel who?
Emmanuel.
Oh, okay, the guy text you. Okay, I got you.
Lord with us. God with us.
God with us? Uh-huh.
Why don't somebody just go ahead and name their kid God with us and not do the Emmanuel thing?
I'm sure they have.
Remember that kid,
Precious Achua's
the realist
brother, God's gift Achua.
God's gift Achua. Remember that kid, the realist?
The realist, yeah. Yeah.
Emmanuel, what's Emmanuel's name, man?
I know it just says Alfred. I recall sending this to you. The gentleman with one arm.
Yeah, what's his name? Emmanuel.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yep. Yeah, I saw he's the Tigers are the the third team to offer.
Yeah, the biggest, but clearly the biggest school that's offered.
But the biggest, yeah.
TSU is second.
TSU ladies.
Emmanuel Hansel is his name.
Yeah.
He lost his left arm when a
wall
cinder
fell on
block
him.
wall fell on him and trapped him for 2 hours.
Oh, so he wasn't born like this.
Yep. And he's from out of the
wow.
country. He doesn't speak fluid English as of right now.
Yeah,
as
his
well
name is
either.
Hansel Emmanuel Donato Dominguez.
For real?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
So all you would get from him is, hey, Sain. That's it.
That dude be going off, man.
That's it.
You seen him play?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
it's
it's
incredible.
absolutely
He
phenomenal.
averages
to see him do what he
26,
does. Yeah.
26 points. I mean, he can play. He can play, man.
Man, shout out to that. But I hope we get that kid for real.
I mean, it's an incredible story. I mean,
Like you have to watch him in slow mo to really get the be in awe of what he's doing. Because you watch it in real speed, you're not going to see it.
No, he's figured out how to use the part of his arm that he's got. He's got probably
elbow up, probably
6 inches or so.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, no, it's not. It's not even that.
It's not elbow. Yeah, I'm looking at it now. Yeah,
it's about like I don't know. It's about maybe 8 inches, maybe something like that. But he uses that part of his arm that's left to kind of stabilize the ball a little bit, and then he's able to shoot and move and drive. He's got
crossovers. I'm like,
tough kid.
what?
Tough
Yeah,
kid.
kid's got length. He's what?
And people are like,
6'4",
yeah,
he's
he
big.
looks long, yeah. And people like, if this kid had both arms, he'd be like top player in the country. Good.
But
man,
you can't take
That's cool.
away his
That's cool.
dignity.
Come on, man.
Man, that's cool. Man, that's cool. That's awesome.
Oh yeah,
Imagine
man.
the kind of trash talk that he's heard throughout his
man.
life. I mean,
I
man,
know. I bet he can dish it out too.
You talk about a tough kid, man. There's nobody tougher than that. I mean, incredible. Yeah, I hope he comes here too. That'd be great.
Phenomenal. Story. Yep.
Phenomenal. All right, we got to get out of here. Everybody, have yourself a great Friday. Be safe. Enjoy yourself. We'll be back on Monday. Well, I may not be, depending on how it goes. For the final day of Black History Month, maybe it'll just be a Black Monday. I don't know. On the show.
See what Samara
Enroll your kids in Jackson State, Pete.
We got to go. Y'all have a great weekend.
So here's what car buyers are facing right now. Most dealerships have little to choose from or maybe some selection, but nothing to get excited about. Not at Auto Universe Germantown. I'm looking at beautiful top-of-the-line late-model cars and SUVs right here on Winchester off 385. Auto Universe Germantown has more luxury vehicles than I've seen in one place in a long time. Lexus, Infiniti, Audi, Jeep. Looks like every brand. How about Mercedes?